Hey everybody, welcome back. Monty here with a new episode of Train Fever Nordic DLC. Glad to have you guys all back. And yeah, a new update happened. Maybe the final update to Train Fever. Got some cool new things that we're going to be showing off and talking about. But the bigger thing was there was a new update to the Nordic DLC. Now it's still in beta, however, even though with it being in beta, it is now, I would say, a more complete package of downloadable content. Before, there were some years where you didn't have vehicles and things like that. Greatly, the modders got together and added a few more mods and more trains and more cool things. As you know, as you usually do with a beta, you slowly work on it. So we're going to be showing off that cool new stuff as well. Also some requests, I'm going to be showing off a little bit more of the user interface this episode. But to catch up on where we are, as you guys remember, this is, what do you call it, Mount Timber. They do now have the biggest game changer is where you can actually use a map editor. Not so much of a map editor. I have to dive into it a little bit more, but you can create your own maps in a way, not like your normal map terrain editor where you use these types of tools here, but you can actually capture externally a map and load it in. The nice thing is if you're not all into figuring out how to create maps, now on the community site, the Train Fever community site, they have, you can upload maps. So I'll post a link below for the map I use, that island, for the live stream, and maybe some other maps that I'll try out. But if you guys know of any good maps, maybe hit me up, shoot me an email with some links, or shoot me a message on Facebook or through my website, montyricogaming.com. And that'd be cool. I'd like to try out some maps, or if you guys even make some maps yourselves, hit me up. But loving the game so far, been back into it, gave it a break for about 2-3 weeks while I let the game update and some mods hit. It is now 1914. I skipped ahead because one of the breaks was 1900 to 1913. There were no vehicles, but that's been taken care of. But it is 1914 anyway, and as you can see over here in Rockdale, we started off down there and made it up here. I have a new station. It goes underground. Where does it go? Nobody knows. It's going to be going across the entire map and across Lake Monty, and we're going to meet up with the town over here. That's why I wanted to keep up the UI. I'm going to be doing some building. And we'll see, as you can see, up there it is. The tunnel comes out, but that's about it. We have to do some major planning to figure out the most effective way at crossing the lake. Oh, look, our train is actually in collecting some oil right now. Let's check them out. Our classic, one of our old trains. I'm excited to get some new stuff running. Yes, but focused back on this, we've got to get this bridge across all the way. And we're going to connect down here to Fordwick, which has the cool underground cut across to this main station with the inner train loop that was going on. We're going to make this inner train loop a little bit more useful now that it will be not just a station for the inner loop, but it's actually going to be the main station connecting all the way across the map. So now, to get the truck going. No, let's get the train tracks going. One of our obstacles is going to be this guy right here. I've ran into that. I've done some test building, and this mountain right here. So it's kind of a, do we try to go across low, across the map like this? No matter what, it's going to be expensive. You know, we want to try to do something like this. Or we're going to have some issues, say, once we do things like this, extending up to connect up to here. Also, this eventually I want to be our high-speed track, so I don't want the hills to be so much, and we have $82 million in the bank. So I actually don't mind if we do something that bridges off, you know, maybe a little higher, like this. And but the thing is I need to make sure it's aimed over here, because you see, this is not going to work if you try to build it direct from my tunnel. You can't go side to side. Oh, maybe I can. No, I have to really get a big turn to get that to happen. For some reason, I can't do a small, minuscule move over here. So we're going to see about this. That's why I'm thinking I have to start over here and do a little drag this way and maybe connect like this. But we're gonna play around with this, and that's the plan this episode. So I don't know. What else have you guys been up to? Anyone playing that new XCOM 2? I am not. I don't have it yet. I figured it's going to be going on sale pretty soon. So I don't know, 17 million. Let's have a risk at this and see if I'm going to get a slope too high or some kind of issue like that. No. No, no, no. We're going to be okay. So let's connect this here. Or do I want to connect it here? Which side's going to be what? Because what I'm thinking here is I'm going to do a little tunnel through this to connect up to the main line. So I think I'm going to want this to go on this side, like this. Let's see if I can get this working first. Oh, we got a new NSB CO2B, new passenger line car available. So maybe with this brand new line that we're building across the way, we can put that new passenger car on. Sounds like a plan. And this is going to work. And look at that. The first bridge cost 71 million. Just adding the expansion of the second track, only 8 million. Not too shabby. So let's connect this up here. And let's connect this up here. And things are going to be mighty fine. Now, I did check out this update of Train Fever. I joined in on a live stream of JM764. We had some good times. I'll post a link below. He does a lot of good Train Fever videos as well. If you go to his website, you'll see he's got a video up right now. He's having some technical difficulties getting his PC up and running, but that's going to be a short-term deal, and he'll be up and about and Train Fever in soon enough with more videos. And Colonel Failure, I've seen you out there making some cool new stuff, and I want to see if I can get this to connect nice while I chat away. Always good to see your videos and get a little variety of Train Fever going. And this is going to work. 1.8 million. I think this is quite nice. It looks like, even though there's some curve, we're 75 all the way. And I like it. Early completion. Early completion complete. Is that what? Is that the best way to say that? All right. Let's join this bad boy up over here. And we are going to be taking some names here. This is nice. I'm going to have this cut in. We only have one line here going into the station. Oh no, look at that 70. They're going to have to slow down. Yeah, that's acceptable. I guess they don't need to be going into this road full speed. And that's good. You know, while we're here, let's upgrade these. I think it's time to have some. We need some better signaling here. Oh no, not yet. Still a little bit too early. 1915. We're just gonna hope that people play it safe and everything works well. Oh no, we have a fault line issue. Some little road issue happened there. No, everything's gonna be good. Let's add a new line. New line, and we'll make it the green line. We'll call it the Green Line. The Green Line Express. The Greenie Express. Alright, just for now, because that's the first thing that popped into my head. And it is nice and green up north here. And oh, it helps when I make the new line to actually add stations. So let's do that. We're going to add this station here. And we're going to add this station over here, which, make sure, is that a passenger station? Yes, not a cargo station. I still do that all too often. And we're good. Now, where do I have a depot that connects to this? Do I have to add a new depot? I will. But yes, this is one quick way to spend half of your money. Oh, this depot's here. I could reorganize this one somewhere. Yes, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to take this. We're going to add a little line here. Oh, that'll work. And not possible. Build in 2 phases. No. I don't like that. I'm going to build it in 1 phase. Interesting. Interesting. Like, that's not possible. It's possible to build in 2 phases, but I don't really want to. Maybe if I do this. Can I fit one in here? Oh, no I can't. Can I? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? We will redo this. We will redo this. Build this here. And I'll just do the crossover after. Like, we'll have a line that goes out here. And we'll have a line connect. So now this depot handles all of these area. And now I can make more room for commercial building in here. So, it's all for the good of the good. And we're going to have to add some signals. Ooh, the Sea Cafe. I did add some more mods into the game. So it's not just the Nordic DLC. I did the Station Deco Pack. I'll put the link below. And I also did the Sea Cafe right here. Which, sweet. The Sea Cafe looks great, especially on some of the new maps, like the live stream I was playing on, which has the, you can basically have ocean fronts, and that's going to be nice. So we got our 2 signals here. Alrighty, now that we have the signals out of the way, let's go buy a train. And I did some work. I moved the depots around. So instead of having the depot up here, I moved it back along this track so it'll cover anything from the external loop to this internal loop to the straightway across the lake. So this one depot can cover everything right now, except the counter loop of the big loop. I could have some crossover perhaps here and take care of that problem, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. Right now, I apologize for all the camera movement there, but let's go ahead and buy a train. And like I said, I want to use some of these new passenger cars here. Wow, 210k down to 97k. What's the difference here? This one lasts longer and it's cheaper, but it holds less people. But I think the 12 people is going to be okay. Yeah, and this one actually lasts 2 years longer. So I think this is one of the new ones in one of the latest Nordic DLC updates. And let's jump to it. I only have 1 train option, so that's what we're going with. Now, 56 miles per hour. These both can go faster. And I don't want to overweight it. Let's see what we can do here. Pretty good power. Traction's going to be okay. And to start, I think I want to add 12. Let's see, maybe 5, 6, because I like this series. I've been doing a lot with the number 6. Let's go ahead and set line to our new Greenie Express, and we will watch our finale train on its way to go through and across the lake of this episode. Not like finale, but just this episode's end is going to be happening. So let's hit play, and let's go ahead, and this track is good. We're going to be watching Greenie here, and Greenie needs a name. So we shall decide this and name that next episode. Go ahead and post some ideas down below in the comments, and make sure to remember those thumbs up. Love it, love it, love it. Helps get all these cool new games and content. Look at that. The station actually under the bridge. I like how that worked out. And yeah, this guy might have a little bit of trouble pulling this across. However, I think we're going to be doing just fine. Now, all of our cities, I did a check down below. And every single city is packed full of goods. So what I need to do now is going to be focusing on going back and really getting all the cities really efficient with some bus lines, tram lines. Something new with the update is we now have these electrical lines that go over the roads for electrical trams. So that's a pretty neat effect. It can get very spiderweb-like and really cover your whole city with crazy wires, which, you know, is somewhat realistic. And I do like this new little bus tram stop. I haven't used these yet. We're going to have to place a few of those down. And yeah, but I think that will be more of a next episode. This time I just wanted to give you guys a little catch-up, get an episode out, and just get this nice new... Ooh, you can see the bridge off into the fog. There's a nice new track built. And we're going to go ahead and watch it fly underground and go over this farmland. Oh, that's something new too. There's now, under the terrain, you can place trees and you can place a fence. So let's say I wanted to be right here. I could place a fence. Oh, I put that on the farm, so now there's a fence out in the middle of the nowhere. And just for fun, we'll put a bench. So this is like the Monty's timeout bench when I'm in trouble. So let's go ahead and click back on our train. It's got one more tunnel to go through, but we'll fly through the trees, which is the next thing I want to talk about. Check this out. You can build... I know I can somewhere. You can build trees. Should be a tree icon here. But I just probably broke something, because you know how I said I had my the station deco pack on the save game. I actually removed it. And it may have bugged something out weird with the trees here. I've got to check on that. But when I was playing online yesterday, you could place trees. Not just these items, obviously, as the tree is on the icon. Now down here is some cool lights that you can place over the track. We could place some of these. They don't actually light up, you know, because there's no day or night cycle. That would be awesome in the games to come. And then there's these warning light signal things. I'm not really sure of their purpose. Danger signal left, danger signal right. Just more for simulation kind of cool looks. But I think more that's cool about this is compared to modders having to hide their new content, say under signals like the Sea Cafe, hopefully eventually these items, just like the Sea Cafe, could just all get moved under to landscaping and items, and they can all hang out here. But I had not noticed this telephone kiosk, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But here we are, we're coming into the final station. And hopefully, next episode, I will have a good report, and we will have a good amount of passengers on this line. But for the inaugural run, the engineers were happy to report that it was a successful run. The bridge seems solid. I see a little bitty piece of track right here. Look at that. I'm going to get that guy out of there, and hopefully, this is all going to build up. And next episode, we will be packing with profits, hopefully, coming back. But these last 2 years we had all this construction. Look at that, 17 million, 11 million, 10 million, a lot of money over the last 3 years. So yeah, it's gonna be good times. But thanks again for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode of Train Fever Nordic DLC. Remember, stop by my website, say hi, check out some other videos I've got going on. I got that new review of that new Rise of the Tomb Raider, something a little bit different. And thanks to Lightspeed, I got some brand new Earth Colony game. I'm going to be trying that out later tonight, as soon as I get off of this, and maybe some videos on that as well. And of course, I've been trucking with all the truckers and everyone for American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. Got some multiplayer on there. Got some convoys together, so if you're into that, hit me up sometime. We can all join up on TeamSpeak and go for a convoy. But until then, this has been Monty. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Peace on out.